Cool. All right, we are live, so let's get this show on the road. Hey, everybody, I'm Joshua, and this is Lunch Break Roguelike, where I work on a small roguelike game during my lunch break. You can follow along if you want to go to GitHub. It's github.com/joshua skelly/lunch-break-rl, and you can get the code there. I'm also tagging every episode with a tag. So if you do a git checkout EP2, your code will start the same place I'm starting if you are following along like that. They'll be warned, it's not exactly a tutorial per se. It's just me working on this project and trying to, I guess, vocalize the things that I do. Hey, Plum. Hey, chat. Thanks for stopping by, folks. So let's see, where were we? Okay. Over there. Let's go to repositories and let's break roguelike. Okay, so I'm up to date, which is cool. Also, if you're starting, you might need to do a pip install TDL, or if you want, you can just do a -r requirements.txt, and that should pull in the dependencies you have, but there are not many dependencies right now. I'm just mostly using TDL, which is a Pythonic wrapper for libtcod. Hey, Bluestone. Cool. Yeah, so let's open up Visual Studio Code and see what we got going on. So if I recall correctly, let's just play and see where we left off last time. Yeah, so we have our little @ symbol that moves around, and the collision on the walls is working correctly. So what I want to do is just maybe quickly put together a rudimentary map editor. Hey, Hawaii. That we can start drawing out maps. And to do that, we're going to need to listen for mouse events. So let's just do TDL documentation, pull up the there we go, python-hosted.org TDL. Yeah, these are it's the class doc for TDL. And luckily, as you see, there's not a lot there, so that's nice. So we just need a mouse down and maybe a mouse motion, mouse up. Those things probably the things we need to listen to. Let us see. Cool. So sell and pause are the things we probably care about. So let me just start hacking some stuff. So our scene is probably where I just want to throw it in real quick. I can just do a quick check here. TDL is a package that binds to the libtcod C library. Python user says, "Hey Joshua, have you found this resource?" I think he's looking out to Rogue Basin. Yeah, I've not seen that resource. Cool. And the event type we're looking for, I think, is mouse down. I think it's pretty straightforward. Yep. And the event button and event cell. Event button print event cell. Cool. So this should be printing out, yeah, left, right. There we go. Yeah. So it's also capturing the correct chords. I'm pretty sure 003929. Yeah, that looks right. Pretty easy. So all I need to do is just capture, say, when you left click, and also we probably want to capture mouse up events too, right? Yeah, we'll do something like if mouse down, if event.type equals mouse up, and if event.type equals, like mouse motion is the other one, mouse motion. And what properties do they expose? Probably the same. So it looks like it does a position, a cell, a motion, and a cell motion. I think this is like the DX maybe? DX DY. Position of the mouse moving over cells on the root console. Interesting. Hey, Doofus Digital. So let me play around with the mouse motion and all that good stuff. Make sure that I understand kind of what it's going for. So print event dot cell, I think is what I want, and print event dot cell motion. Yep, that should be fine. So it always seems to, so I only get a, yeah, so it looks like it's, it only is, yeah, so it's 0, correct, because yeah, it probably captures it pretty quickly. So let's just do this. Let's do something like, very roughly too, let's just say self.painting equals false. And then mount mouse down, if event.button equals left, self.painting equals true. And then same for here. On mouse up, painting equals false. And then on mouse motion, if self.painting, pause equals event.cell. And then we can just simply do a self.level.draw care at pause, and let's just draw this character. That should be it. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. So, and the nice thing too is we have the collision already set up. So yeah, this should be navigable, which is nice. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And I guess I also could do a flip of that, right? Where self.erasing equals false. And lf self.erasing. I can put this up above. And then here I can just do a self.level.drawCare position, and I think space is what I want there. Python user says, is this for a level editor stub? Yeah, right now I'm just prototyping out just being a map manipulation. This is also capturing mouse input for that as well. There we go. And then we need to do mouse down if not self.erasing, because we can't do both at the same time. And then if not self.painting, self.erasing equals true. And then down here, the same kind of checks. If self.erasing, I need a not in front of that. If you're not erasing, also, I think I want to, let me just, I want to, I think VS Code can strip the trailing white space on save, so let me just edit that real quick. I think you can just do white space. There we go. Copy this property. There we go. Cool. So that should do it. Maybe. Please. Editor auto trim white space. It's complaining about something. Property expected. That looks fine. Oh, trailing comma. Oh. There we go. If not self.painting, self.erasing equals false. Yeah, it's still not doing it. A lot of things in VS Code, if you hit Control-Shift-P, you can bring up a command palette, and then you can just type in what you want to do, and it'll do it. So there we go. Let's get rid of the extra white space, and then let's run our game. So we can paint. Give ourselves a pretty traditional-looking roguelike thing here, and I can erase. I can't erase. Look at this logic. Oh, because I hooked it up wrong. Dope. So what I want here is if event a button equals right. There we go. And same here. What did I do? Oh, hide that. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so we can build roguelike-ish levels now. Because procedural generation will probably take some effort, but at least this way I can quickly get stuff put together. You can zip along. I mean, these are very traditional / ugly roguelike levels because they are very room corridor, where this is the traditional look and feel for that sort of thing. Nice. Yeah, so that's all right. Yeah, it is fun just to have this little pseudo editor. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm certainly right now I'm not worried about good level design. I'm just making sure that the map works as expected, and yeah, it does. Looks like folks are suggesting ways of serializing out the um, serializing out the map format. Um, yeah, so this is using the TDL binding for libtcod. So it's a Python wrapper around a C++ roguelike framework that basically gives you a console window with some basic, really basic API. In fact, the API is so small you can look at it pretty much all right here. It just has a couple of classes and then a bunch of events. That's about it. I think you can do GL and stuff like that. I think like here, my initial thing, you can say this .init, and then you can say renderer. But I think a default uses SDL, but you can say like OpenGL, and I think that should use OpenGL. Not that you can see much of a difference. I noticed there's also a setting for GLSL. But I'm not sure if it seems to be kind of spotty if it actually works or not. Okay, it does seem to work okay. They don't actually. I was taking a tweaks. I thought it might be fun to try to hack the shader. Right now, the shader is hard coded into libtcod, so I'd have to actually hack the C++ source code to make that. Because I thought it'd be cool to do like palettes and stuff on the vertex shader or on the vertex of frag shader. But we'll see. That's future Joshua problems. Right now, I'm more worried about a very basic roguelike. Cool. Yeah, so I think the folks are right that we need to somehow save out our data. Let me see. What kind of... Looking at the console here, it doesn't have a... Let me see what class methods it exposes. So there's a height and a width, and it says file write mimics the file like behavior. That's interesting. What does it actually do? If event.type equals key down. If event I think it's keycar. Yeah, the player listens for it. Yeah, keycar.upper is a fine way to do it. Equals say p print self.level. Is it a property or is it a method? Write. This writes out to a string, it looks like. What does this give us? This is a convoluted process, and behavior can now can be expected to change in later versions. So it sounds like it's not a great way to actually serialize stuff out. But out of curiosity, let's see what it does. So s equals self.level.write s, print s. Okay. P. Level object has no. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could just skip that and just do self level dot data. That gets the console underneath. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do much. Weird. It says, what about the TDL class map? I don't see a map class in here. There's a map package, but it looks like it's just a package that encapsulates, or it's a module, yeah, that encapsulates just a bunch of like helper functions. So it looks like it has like A-star pathfinding. What's it? Oh, there's the map class right there. What is that? The set map conditions with the walkable and transparency attributes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this might be actually a better thing that I'm doing. Yeah, that's a good thing to call out, Python user. So Bluestone, what it is my level object actually is my own class, and then the self.data is actually a TDL console. So I'm just accessing the data property of the console directly. A lot of these methods here just wrap the existing console. Like they just call self.data draw care or self.data.get care. But since I hadn't implemented the write, I just quickly did that, and it looks like I don't really even need to worry about it either because write doesn't do anything interesting. But yeah, this map actually is something that I might want to dig into. So map is an object. It's not actually a console. It looks like it has some FOV stuff in here. It has transparency. It has walkability, which is nice. Let me see. Yeah, this might be a good replacement for what I'm using for a map right now. Width height. So I'm curious how it determines what is. There must be some sort of callback for it to figure out what is solid and what's not solid. Or is it just if it's... Yeah, I'm kind of curious how to use this. So it says, a fast field of view and pathfinding on stored data. Set map conditions with walkable and transparency attributes. This object can be iterated and checked for containment, similar to consoles. For example, you can set all tiles transparent and walkable with the following code. So create a new 80 by 60 map for every X, Y in map. So it is just a flag. So it's just a it is a 2D array of basically two properties, transparent and walkable. And yeah, you can use it, I guess, to do maybe like these, I think it's FOB stuff probably. So I'm curious if I have to use this in conjunction with a console, maybe, where the console actually handles the drawing, and then this handles some of the logic stuff. Yeah, because there's a map Bresenham and map quick FOV. I think these probably operate on a map object. Let's take a peek. Yeah, weird. That's strange. It doesn't take any, it just takes a x1, y1, y2. Or maybe it doesn't even care. Maybe this is just independent of the thing you're looking at. And this one, say, before using this call, make sure a function, lambda, or method takes two positional arguments and returns true if like can pass through. Yeah, so it looks like this takes some sort of function object. So yeah, so I think right now I'm okay with what I have. But yeah, it looks like eventually like my level object might need both a console and a map, where the console is for drawing the map visuals, and then the map object is how we do a lot of our calculations for like FOV and other stuff, but maybe not. Right now I have just a simple scheme. I want to pull this out and put it somewhere, not in the handle events. I guess level is good enough a place as any. So let me just cut this and paste this. Okay, and level is add a def handle events, self and events, and just you can live there now. Okay, that looks good. And I need a self.painting, a self.erasing equals false. Equals false. Then self.drawCare, self.drawCare. Okay, that looks okay. Over here in my scene, I don't need these drawing or erasing properties anymore. I can clean that up. Then handle events. I can just do really quick a self.level.handle events. Event. And did I misspell it here? I did. There we go. It's fixed. So now the level is editable. Let me see if that works. Yeah, that seems to work just fine. SE24VOD says, since when do I actually write code? Myself, Joshua. I have been a professional software engineer for 7 years. I enjoy writing code. I also enjoy making art, but I am self-taught as far as the art goes. Yeah, this is all right. Let me in. There we go. Yep, I have a bachelor's in computer science. That is correct. All right. So I think this is okay enough place to actually just go ahead and save out our, just do a commit real quick. I think our code looks fine. Let's do a git status. We've only changed 2 files. Let's do a git diff. Let me do a clear first. Yep. So on the level object, we've added the painting or the editing stuff, which is fine. And then we got rid of this drawCare for that would just debug data, and we added this just having the level handle its events. Cool. I went to university and for 4 years, and I have a degree in computer science. So git status, let's go git add dot git commit dash m added rudimentary map editor. Send that out to my repo. Cool, that was a productive 30 minutes. What to do next? Hawaii is asking 4 years. Was it worth it? For me, it was certainly worth it. I mean, I don't know what it means to be worth it for you. Cool. Do we care about saving out this data? Let's just try real quick a save and a load. So let's just do take care, Bluestone. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by my little lunch break roguelike thingy. Yeah, this is a new stream series thing I'm doing. I normally do a Sunday development stream for my video game Delver, but I thought it would be fun to do a little project over my lunch hour. So if you like it, let me know. If you want to see certain things, let me know. This is certainly a more programming focused venture versus my other one, which is a mix of programming and art. Let me slide that over so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so let's think about saving, right? If we assume that the level is always going to be the same dimension, then all we need to do is really just serialize out all the data. So let's just real quick, let's just add some, just prototype some stuff out, see if we make it work. So if event type equals key down, if event key care dot upper equals, say S for save, self.save, call the save method. And what this right now, let's just see what we can do. So it's like say something for, so what about, I know the console supports containment. Does it support being iterated over? Is my question. So we could do something like, can we do a for I in self.data? And then what is this thing? No, there's nothing to push. So Python gave me a pi. So, okay, so when I call it that way, it returns me a sequence of chords, which is cool. So what I can do now is I could do print self.data .get care at I. That should be sufficient. Yeah, overlays, HUD, etc. Yeah, so these are a triple. It's a triple of this is the character code, this is the foreground color, this is the background color. So that's cool. So if I were to make a change, say up here and put down, yeah, there we go, a few of those. Actually, I think the most likely we're going to see these down here. So let's put some down here, and then over here hit save. There we go. So yeah, so we do see these 2555, 255, 255. This triple represents white, so that is being picked up correctly. Though it looks like it's serializing out columns, which is interesting. Yeah. Hawaii is suggesting overlays, HUD, etc. Maybe, yeah. I think for the overlays in HUD, it would be simple enough just to do like again more consoles, and you can blit consoles onto other consoles. So yeah, so it would be easy enough to have a HUD or an overlay. So let me just really quickly. So this writes out a triple. I mean, Python pickle is the easiest way to do this, right? Which is a Python-specific module for data serialization. I think what's the easiest way to do this? Pickle. I think loads and dumps typically is the Python way. Python pickle example. Yeah, right. I guess I'll pull this over here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just searching the Python doc for. Here we go. Import pickle. It looks like they have custom picklers. I don't know if I want a custom pickler. So yeah, they grab this file as IO bytes IO. I just want dumps. I think dumps is usually what they use to output obj. So let's kill this and let's bring up a Python interpreter. Let's import the pickle module. And let's say A equals a dictionary. Or just A equals a sequence. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And pickle.dumps. A. Yeah, so what that does is that just this is binary data, so it just serializes it out that way. Yeah. Yeah, so I think a very simple way to do that would be something like data equals, do list comprehension, self.data.getChar I for I in self.data. Cool, that's all of our data. And then I need to import the pickle module. And let me see. B data or binary data equals pickle.dumps data. Print binary data. See what that looks like. So put a few up here, put some right here. S. Cool. So yeah, it just spits out a big old chunk of binary. Which works for us, because now we can do something like with open of say map.dat. We're gonna do this as write binary. We need to open this as file. File.write binary data. Cool. So let's test that. And then let's see if it actually Map.dat, there we go. Your big question is, do I have a hex editor installed? I don't think I do. Let's do cat map.dat. Python more. Looks like binary data to me. Cool. And then also let's just hook up the opposite real quick. So elif event dot keychar dot upper equals L self.load. And then we just need a with open map.dat, and we're gonna method is reading binary, binary data equals file.read, and for I in self.data, for I in binary data, or no, for I in self.data, yeah, because I flattened this out. How about for I comma t in enumerate of self.data? So what if you wrap an object in enumerate, it will return you the index and also the it's already returning me, yeah. So what I want to do is this should be the flat number, and this should be the triple. I could just print out I comma t, that'd be fine. Print I and t. Sorry, chat, I have not been paying attention to you. Dealing with binary data is pretty darn common, Hawaii. Game dev 513 says, what are we programming? We are programming a small roguelike game during my lunch breaks for fun. So that should be fine. Let's test this out. I should be able to Python game.py new py. If I hit L, oop, no such file map.data. Oh, because I'm a dummy, it's map.dat. Load. File not defined. Oh yeah, because I need to say as file. There we go. Cool. So yeah, so this is the index into our flat array, and this is the chord into the console, which is what we were hoping it would be. So then now I can just say self.data draw care, and then this needs to go at t, and I need to write the data I? No, binary data at I. That should be what I want to do. Let's test it. So I should be able to do this, hit S to save, make some changes, hit L to load. Whoa! Beautiful. Not quite what I was expecting. Not quite. I'll admit that. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I need to unpickle it. Duh. So data equals pickle dot loads binary data. And then down here, I need to use my structured data instead of my binary data. There we go. That should do it. So save, load. Yeah. So it's not liking care, single, or none received. Put care, looks like put care is dying. Game deploy, handle events, self load, data.draw care t and data at I. Let me just print off data at I. I is the index, character is converted to a number. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think you're right. Yeah. So if I hit L, get all these. Yeah. So put care expects a character and not an actual number value like this. So let me see. What does it want? Word of 3. How that works? Yeah. So what's the opposite of that? CHR of 32. Yeah, that seems to be the ticket. No, stir is string. So like str of 32 would just give you 32 that's string quoted. So yeah, so what I want to do is I want to say so so char fg bg equals t, and then I want to do a self.drawChar. Equals data at I. There we go. And then I want to do the char of char and fg and bg. Give that a shot. I'm doing wrong. So save. Load? Yeah, look at that. I can load this all day. Fill it in, load it. Save our masterpiece. So save. I can erase all that. Actually, should be able to close it out. Run it again and hit L, and that should load up that sucker. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't awful. Cool. Very nice. Okay, this is probably a okay place to yeah. Which is probably an okay place to make a commit, because we have some progress as far as saving and loading our level data. This will I'm fairly certain this will become more complex, because right now all it's doing is just saving out the character. I guess that's all the level really is. The scene kind of also the scene handles the entities. Yeah, we might refactor this in the future, but right now this is fine. So I Didn't mean to collapse that. Okay. 10 minutes. What can we do in 10 minutes? It's productive. Let's do a commit, I guess. Map.dat. I guess it's probably important that if we try to load something that doesn't exist, we don't do anything bad. So if binary data, how about if not binary data return? Let's try that. It's probably good to make sure that we aren't doing anything crazy. Load. Yeah, no such file map.dat. Yeah, let me do it this way then. Import OS. And down here, if not os.path.exists, map.dat, return. Because if this file doesn't exist, we don't want to load it, so let's just bail. So load, nothing happens. Save. Load, there we go, cool. Well, that'd be nice just to real quick, just I'll say save, print, saving level data, just so we know something's happening. Print no level data found to load. Otherwise, print saving level data. Okay. Okay, so hit L, and this should say no level data found to load. I can hit S, and this will say saving level data. Hit L again, and it should say L. Did I goof that up? I did. Loading. There we go. Let's try this again. L, loading, saving, loading. There we go. That's working reasonably well. Arcane Acorn says, is Delver on stream? No, this is not a Delver stream. This is just a fun little lunch project stream. Delver stream will be back on Sunday. This is me making a little roguelike game. One lunch at a time, 1 hour at a time. Okay. Yeah, and this is just us adding save and load code, so cool. So git status, I forgot already. Git status, git add level.py, git commit -m basic load save functionality for levels. Git push origin. Oh, sorry, it's on Steam. Yes, Delver is on Steam. There should be links below or in my info button, wherever that is. Yeah. Thanks, Abram, for correcting. Yeah, I misread that. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll just spend this next few minutes just kind of playing and talking about this. Yeah, I myself have been forcing myself to use Git command line, just so I'm better at it. And also, there are times when you have to use command line to kind of untangle things. There we go. So let's make ourselves a little level. Put on our little level designer's hat, try to make something interesting. So dense. Make sure a little guy can get in. There we go. Now we'll seal him up. There we go. It's your tomb now, little @ symbol. You will never leave here alive. Yeah, Avram, this project is on GitHub. Yeah, that's also a thing to talk about too. So yeah, it does live out under Joshua Skelly, github.com/Joshua Skelly/lunchbreakrl. Yeah, also while we're thinking about it, let's do this. Let's do a git. So this is probably all I'm going to do for this episode since I have 3 minutes left. So let's do a git status. I am good. I think I git push. I think I'm already pushed out to origin. Let's do a git tag -a ep 2, is that right? What episode are we on? Ep 3, nice. We just do a git tag, right? That'll list all the tags we have. So git tag -a ep 3 -m episode 3. Does it need double quotes? There we go. Git tag. Very cool. And then git push origin --tags. Cool. So yeah, now we refresh. We have the tag for where we start off next. Next stream. Yeah, Abram. So the thought is to do this every weekday. I've updated my info on my streaming stuff, so I will do this every weekday at noon during my lunch break. Because right now my primary focus is to work on Delver. So I have been working on Delver all this morning. I took a lunch break to make my little roguelike game, and then I'll be switching gears and going back to making more art for Delver. So yeah, so I'm going to try to do it daily at noon, my time, Pacific time. So my plan is, if I can make it every day this week, I'll start tweeting about it next week and promoting it a little bit more. But right now, I just wanted to see if I actually have the, if I can actually do it daily. And so far, it's been something I've been looking forward to, and it's a fun little thing to do. Thank you, Bus says, why you ever do streams of the Delver Art Bar on Sundays? I stream Delver Art on every Sunday. I've been streaming every Sunday for almost a year now, since last July. Cool, so I think this is a good place to quit. It is 1 o'clock, it has been my lunch hour. I'm trying to be really good about keeping this to an hour. So thank you everybody for stopping by my little stream. I will see you tomorrow for more roguelike goodness. I think, I'm not quite sure where we're gonna go. Feel free to drop me a line if you think, you'd rather, if you have an idea what you'd like to see me work on next, whether it's HUD elements or other NPCs or doors or stuff like that, feel free to drop me a line. You can tweet me at Joshua Skelly, or you can email me at joshua.skeleton@gmail.com. Just give me some ideas of where you think this could head. Otherwise, I will just kind of make it up as I go. Thanks, everybody.